So look, the what Jay say, take your time when you liking a guy, because if if he's sensing that your feelings too intense, then it's pimp or die. I think when you lead with being too infatuated with somebody, it pushes them away. And maybe the people who don't care gives that person something to work towards. And I don't know what it is about people that desire that, but the further you push them away, that's why you can be honest, because they they'll knowingly move forward trying to make it work because they know like this is a challenge, and a lot of women like challenges. A lot of women do.
You
But
have to give them a
it's
choice too, Sweeney. You have to give them a choice. They want to feel like what Cloud was saying. They want to feel that they have the freedom of choice in this option. Because when you lie to them, you take away that option of choice.
oh no, fair.
Like they don't have an opportunity. They have no choice but to roll whatever you said. But when you give them options, you give them choices like, hey, I'm being honest with you. This is what it is. Either you can rock with it or not. It's cool. I respect you either way. It's all love regardless. And they make the decision to rock with you, then they do. And they respect you 10 times more than the other way around.
So all
Sweeney,
right.
Sweeney, I know what you're saying, Sweeney, because that right there, what you're speaking to, is what unlocked the dog in me at one point in my life, right? Because I was like really, really, really nice with everybody, and I got done dirty, right? Heartbroken, and then I was like, damn, what's going on? Realized dogs was winning, right? But not understanding the full concept and not really being myself just yet, just went right into dog mode, got way better results and got comfortable there. It took me a long time to find a balance of not being ran over, not doing too much, but still being cool. It took me a long time to get to that point. So I know exactly what you mean.
Y'all
Yeah,
notice when you talk about dogs be mad and start flashing his brands. I think that's funny.
because it's
Did
crazy.
y'all see him? I got a
Hey,
hoodie on. I probably would've done it.
Speaking of which, we're going to have to talk after this.
And
but
when you a real dog. Yeah,
but
Trevor said when they unlock the dog in you,
but that's the and
I,
I guess that's the thing though, is because even like say for instance, like when Trev, just like using Trev as an example, he said that's what unlocked the dog in him, right? But was he really being honest? Because if we're being real, if you trying to be a dog to get the results that you think you want, are you truly being honest with yourself? Or are you putting on a facade to protect yourself from the heartbreak that you already experienced when you were genuinely being yourself?
I think it's a facade. Like so I think it's people that naturally come out. I think it's people that naturally come out that way. I don't know what it was. My experience, I was probably born on that dog shit. And then I hit like 25, 26, and then transformed to actually value. I speak about it all the time, to actually value other type of intimacy outside of sex with women. But I could even tell the guys that I didn't even have to see the girl. But by the way the guy was acting, I could tell she was gonna run circles around him. Because I think another thing we not mentioning is um power dynamics within a relationship. And if you like her more than she likes you, it kind of will turn her off eventually, and in most cases. And that power dynamic will shift where she has leverage because you are unwilling to leave. So she can get away with all type of stuff because she knows you're not gonna go nowhere because you're so infatuated with her. That power dynamic, I think it only works one way consistently and effectively.
You know,
And as long
it's crazy though, because I think we confuse infatuation with normal emotions and normal care a lot of the times. And oftentimes, like genuinely having love for someone can be seen as pedestalizing them and things like that. And and I think that's where kind of sometimes that where we get it wrong a lot of the times is that we look at somebody and be like, oh man, you know damn well you shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Well, a lot of dudes will tell dudes like, man, you got to do this to these women if you want to get them. You can't pedestalize. And he's like, well, I ain't pedestalizing a girl. I really do like her. And you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be able to say nice things to her without, you know what I mean, being seen as weak. And it's just me speaking for a lot of guys that look at the world that way. Like,
uh,
what am I
yeah,
supposed to do?
I think you can do it, but I think it's a way you do it
That's how you
where
say it.
it's you. Yeah, it's a difference between you complimenting somebody, be like, damn, you sexy, versus, oh my God, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, and you fawning after them, and you turn into like a little puppy. It's hard to respect the puppy. Like when she just feel like, you know, you not really a man because you so infatuated with her. Like your infatuation supersedes your manhood. And at that point, she loses the respect for you. But I compliment women all the time. I never, like, even when I was on that dog shit, I was quick with the compliments. I ain't got no issue saying you beautiful or, you know what I'm saying, XYZ. But I don't think it ever came off that I was like infatuated to the point that I was going to cross my boundaries and standards and let her get away with something that I wasn't comfortable with. I think it was clear the whole time. Like, I'm going to walk clean out your life. You play any of these games with me.
I think we've all had one woman that we may have pedestalized in our lives. All of us had one. At least one. I definitely had one. Shit, and it fucked me up. And this was only in what? I think the 5th grade. And it fucked me up when it happened. Because I was like, never again.
So I didn't pedestalize
do with saying that's right.
Every dog has an origin story.
Yeah. I was like 11, 12. You know, they used to wear them little tight summer dresses. She was like 13.
Don't nobody want to pick up 13-year-olds in summer dresses, man. Come on, man.
I was 12 or 13 at the time. I'm trying to tell the story, man. Look. So she super dark skin, bad, long hair, all of that shit. And I like found myself liking her to the point I was about to write a note to her and shit. And I found out the older TVLs was fucking her. I was like, damn, she a bust down. Okay. And I didn't get to the point where I embarrassed myself. No, yeah.
That's sad. That and then crazy.
Then I just like I ain't never gonna put nobody on no position that they don't earn. Shit, I'm gonna have to see who you is before I treat you like you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna treat you bad, but shit, she was fucking them dudes. They was older. Looking back on it, there was some R. Kelly shit because them niggas was older than 18. But they was definitely fucking with her. And she wasn't fucking with the dudes her age for real like that.
That's what happens when you grow up in Chicago.
Yeah,
I was in Lansing at the time, so you know the 13-year-olds wasn't that far. Well, no, we wasn't 13, but they wasn't out there that far. But like, just to let you know, Marcus, what's crazy is that I went as far as writing the letter. And bro, man, like it was, she did me dirty. She took the letter, ran to her homegirls during recess, and read it to everybody. It was bad.
Damn.
I was tough. And like, you know what I mean? Because I remember at that time it was my pops had that LL Cool J I think that LL Cool J compilation album, like his greatest hits album. So he had the song "I Need Love" on there, and I knew that song word for word.
In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience say, "When I was there, yeah, something sweet as a dog."
Oh, bro, man, it was bad, bro.
Doom, doom, doom. I need love.
Hold on, sweetie. Was you thinking about? Was you playing that song in the background as you was writing that letter?
Man, I had that song on repeat, bro. Look, what's crazy? Look, because you know I drew a little picture of a teddy bear in the background and everything. So it was like, man, like, and then I wrote the, you know what I mean? I drew the teddy bear in pencil and wrote the actual lyrics to the song in ink. You know what I mean? Had it folded up all nice, slid it to on the low, and she, man, and then of course I got in trouble a whole lot, so I had to write lines during recess because I think I missed some homework or some shit. So I had to sit here at recess and sit on the wall and write lines while I watched her read that shit out loud to everybody. And I was, man, bro, it was bad, bro. I turned into a straight demon after that.